Corona. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. Before I start, let's talk about these nails. You see them? We see them, we talked about them, and now we're not going to talk about them. Okay. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking all about my 10 piercings, plus giving you guys an update about my scoop tongue ring. So if you want to see that, keep watching and let's get into the video. So I'm going to be telling you guys about the pain of each piercing and the healing process. I got my belly button pierced for my 16th birthday. So I've had it, I'm 18 now, I'll be turning 19 this year. So I've had it for about 2 years. The pain of getting this piercing, it wasn't really painful at all. It was just a quick pinch, and if I had to rate the pain of it, I would probably give it a 1 or a 2. It's really not painful at all, and let me show you guys what it looks like. We're just gonna pretend that these lines from my jeans aren't here, but this is what my belly button ring looks like. So yeah, that is my belly button piercing. I feel like it probably took it about 2 months to fully heal. I didn't get a whole lot of pussing with it. I don't remember if I really got any pussing, but as far as I can remember, there wasn't really a lot of pussing. For the first week, it was like sore if I bent over or if I stretched and stuff, but now it's perfectly fine. I can touch it, I can move it, I can take it out and change the jewelry whenever I want, basically. On to the next piercing, my septum. My septum is the second piercing that I got, and I actually have a video of me getting my septum pierced. My septum wasn't really painful, more so uncomfortable. Like, it just felt weird. I guess if I had to rate it, I'd rate it a 2 or a 3. It really didn't hurt. It was more just like, ugh. I could kind of hear like 3 clicks as it went through my nose. And what I've noticed, because now I have more cartilage piercings, is that cartilage is like really crunchy. Like when you get it pierced, you can hear it. So the pain wasn't really that bad. And as far as healing goes, I would say if I had to give you an estimate of how long the healing process took, I'd probably say about a month or so. I feel like mine just healed really quickly. For some people, it might be different, and especially because cartilage could take up to a year to heal, but it just depends on where it is on your body. This area of your body, you're not really touching it very often, so there's really nothing to like affect the healing process and make it slower. This is one of my easier piercings. Like, the healing process really did not hurt at all. With the septum, you don't get a lot of pussing, but you do get a smell. The smell is probably like the most annoying thing about this piercing. I remember the first time I ever smelled it. I was outside waiting for the train and I was like, oh my God, what is that? I thought it was like the outside air because Jersey just smells disgusting, but it was my nose. I went home and I cleaned it. And sometimes I clean it and the smell still kind of lingers. So it's not like anything's really wrong with the piercing. It just does that. It's inside of your nose, so it's kind of unavoidable. But as long as you keep it clean, make sure it's not like moist all the time, because I feel like the smell comes from it being moist. So as long as you keep it dry, you should be okay. But you are going to get a smell. I was one of those people who I got it and I was like, there's no smell. I don't know what people are talking about. But I started getting it and I was like, this is what you guys are talking about. Okay. Now it is like perfectly healed. I can even tug on it. I don't feel it. So that was my septum piercing. I believe I've had it for almost a year now. I got it probably in August or something like that. The same time that I got my septum pierced, I also got my first lobes. That's where this little dangly earring is. This piercing really didn't hurt. If anything, I would give it a 1. Just a 1, because it is a pinch, but it's really nothing unbearable. I feel like the healing took long, but I think that's just because I wasn't really sure like how that worked. I didn't really touch my ears after I got them pierced, so it probably took about 2 months. But I feel like that's an exaggeration because your ears can heal within like 2 weeks or something like that. You do get a little bit of pussing. First lobes were pretty easy. I just didn't touch them. I didn't mess with them. On to the next piercings that I got. So I have a scoop tongue piercing. My tongue piercing is crooked, but I have grown to love it. Most people would have taken it out. I'm just a big baby. I have a low pain tolerance and I did not want to go through that pain again. So I decided to just keep it. I'll talk more in depth about my tongue later on and give you guys an update. And also, that is my most popular video. Shout out to all the people who have watched my tongue piercing video. It has like 3,300 views or something. I'm just like, what? The fact that my tongue piercing video has reached 3,000 views, that is freaking crazy. So the next piercings that I'm going to talk about are very recent. I got these probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So the first one I got is my nose, my nostril. So this is just a clip of me getting my nose pierced, and here she is marking it with a marker. I then checked it in the mirror, and now she's going in and actually piercing my nose. I don't know if you guys heard, but you can actually kind of hear the cartilage popping. And then here she is just inserting the jewelry. Once this was finally over, I was like, oh my god, yes, I can breathe now, because I was like holding my breath. And then here's just a close-up of my nose piercing. Okay. My nostril, the pain, it's like a 3 or a 4. Like, you feel it, but it's nothing unbearable. Again, I feel like I have a low pain tolerance, so maybe for other people they feel like it's a 1 or a 2, but I did feel a pinch, but it really wasn't anything crazy. The healing process, I can't exactly speak too much on it because I've only had it for like 3 weeks, but I will say I feel like it's healing very nicely. I need to learn to stop touching my piercings, but I'm so used to having the ones that are healed that I can just like mess with, that I'm like messing with it all of the time. It's still in the process of healing. It doesn't really get pussy though. It just gets a little crusty on the outside, and I take a Q-tip and clean it off with some salt water or some witch hazel, and then I move on with my life. After I got my nose piercing, I got a double cartilage piercing. So in this clip, here she is marking both of the piercings out, and then she goes ahead and does the first one, and the first one was pretty easy. And then she went ahead and she put the jewelry in.
That's mad cute on you.
Right after she does that one, she does the second one. And you guys, listen to how crunchy this piercing was.
Ooh. That one was
like
thick.
I know you guys heard that. Anyway, then she went ahead and put the jewelry into that one, and that's what it looked like. Like I said about cartilage piercings being hella freaking crunchy, it didn't really hurt. It was just really crunchy and it went by really fast. The pain of that one was probably like a 4 or 5. Again, it wasn't unbearable. It did hurt, but I was mostly just like, oh my gosh, this ish is crunchy as hell. The second one hurt a lot more. I'm not sure why. I think maybe just because right after that one, it was just like, you ever like step on a bug? I don't like stepping on bugs, but I'm sorry, if you're a roach, you have to go. So also if you're a centipede, you have to go. I don't know what it is, but I have something against roaches and centipedes. They just disgust me and I can't deal with it. If you ever step on a bug and you hear how crunchy it is, that's kind of what it's like to get your cartilage pierced. The second one, I'd say the pain was probably like a 6. It just hurt more. The healing process of these, again, I can't speak too much on it because they're not healed all the way. They do get pussy, but I clean them in the shower. I kind of just let the water run over it. And when I get out the shower, I take a Q-tip and I like clean around it with some salt water or witch hazel. It is painful sometimes, the healing process for my cartilage piercings. It hurts, but I think that's also my fault because I like to sleep on both sides of my body. So sometimes I sleep on this side, and you're not supposed to do that. So if I get a keloid, it's because I'm sleeping on it. Second or third day that I had it, my ear was like swollen and red. Other than that, I haven't had any like really bad experiences with it. The only like annoying thing about this is my hair. I have a lot of hair and it's curly. So sometimes my hair gets tangled up in my piercing, and that is not comfortable. So that is why I've been wearing my hair up mostly since I got the piercing. On to my second piercing. It would be my second. Here, just like the other clips, she marks the piercing and then she goes ahead and actually pierces it. I only have footage of her doing one ear, so I don't know where the other footage is, but I don't have it. But she pretty much did the same exact thing on the other side. And yeah, these were really easy. The pain of getting these pierced again is like a 1 or a 2. It's really not painful at all. So they're healing fairly nicely. Because this area is just like super soft and gooey, I can touch it, I can move it. It really doesn't hurt at all. So that is all of my 10 piercings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this piercing was so freaking painful.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Like, okay, most people, if they get a crooked piercing, they're gonna take it out and they're gonna get it redone, or they're gonna leave, whatever. They're not gonna keep the crooked piercing. It hurts so bad that I'm not willing to go through that again. I would probably give this piercing a 9 because it was so painful. I've probably had my tongue piercing. I think I got it in November. I don't know, honestly. I would say that the healing process of my tongue probably took like a month. My tongue healed really quickly. The healing process, my tongue was swelling. As far as the swelling goes, my swelling went away probably in about a week and a half. It didn't really last that long. With my piercing, I felt like the bar of my tongue piercing was way too freaking short, because I could feel it like going into my tongue. So probably a week and a half after having it, I changed the bar to a longer bar. It's just more comfortable. Also, the balls that I got were a lot smaller because my piercer wanted me to get used to just having the metal in my mouth. After I changed the bar, I decided to change the balls as well. My balls do come off from time to time. They only did it like once recently, but like, let's say like 2-3 months ago, my ball was coming off all the time. And it's probably one of the most annoying things about my piercing, aside from the fact that it's crooked. Still don't know why it does it, but now I just make sure that I tighten it, and I try to be aware that if I'm eating something that might unscrew it, that I tighten it. When I first got it, I was really just eating like soft foods, or foods that I could basically just like slurp down, like applesauce. Chewing was a challenge because there's a metal bar in my mouth and I didn't want to bite down on the balls. I couldn't eat spicy foods because you're not supposed to eat spicy foods when you first get a tongue piercing. Even now when I eat spicy foods, my tongue piercing, I feel like the spice around the holes, the spice be coming. I didn't eat a lot of solids or stuff that required a lot of chewing. A lot of people will say not to get this piercing because it's dangerous and it's bad for you, and I will never say that it's not dangerous because you constantly have something metal in your mouth that can damage your teeth. However, I don't know, for me personally, I don't chew aggressively. I take my time when I eat my food. So I have bitten my balls before, but I've never chipped my tooth. Let me knock on wood so I don't jinx myself. If you do get this piercing, I would say be cautious and just pay attention. Keep in mind that you have something metal in your mouth and it could be potentially dangerous to you. I eat all day, every day. I'm always eating. I'm just mindful and I don't chew like a mad cow. I also had like a little mini lisp when I first got it. I don't have a lisp anymore because I've gotten used to having it in my mouth and I've learned how to talk with it. But when I first got it, I had a little lisp. I will say it stopped about a month ago, but when I would wake up, my tongue ring, it wouldn't be sore, but it would just be hard to move because I needed to hydrate my mouth. So that's also something that you have to watch out for. Like I said, yes, my tongue ring is crooked. However, I personally have come to like it, and it really doesn't affect anyone except me. Oh, it's on my tongue. If somebody doesn't like how my tongue ring looks, okay, it's not in your mouth. Shut the hell up. It's not in your mouth. So I hope that this video was helpful to anyone who has questions about piercings, or they just like watching piercing videos. I hope that this was entertaining for you. If you have any questions about my piercings, or you want me to make another piercing related video, please comment down below and let me know. So on that note, thank you so much for watching. Wow. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video so that my channel can grow and expand. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Handle me? Who gon' handle me?
Who poppin' like a P when he be hopping out the V?
He put in all that work, he wanna be the MVP.
When we say it's hot for summer, we ain't talking about degrees. Who wanna follow me?